Welcome back, YouTube. Titan Fragrances here, coming at you with a tag video. I'm actually today going to try to do a couple of the tags. I'm trying to catch up with everything. So if you're stumbling on this channel for the first time, welcome out. This is where I take you through my journey, just going over some different fragrances. Hopefully I can help you find one, like many others have helped me find many. Just covering all the different houses and anything fragrance related. So if you like that, I would hope that you can find it in your heart to go ahead and subscribe. Help out the channel. For those of y'all coming back, I really appreciate it. I always enjoy talking with you guys and conversing with you guys. So moving on with it, this is 4 for life, 1 per season. I want to thank my good friend Ross over at TLTG Reviews. Has a phenomenal channel growing like wildfire, and he tagged me on this. And I do enjoy doing tags. It's just trying to fit everything, get everything in. But this one's pretty, I can't say simple, but if you, like he said too, if you've watched our channels, you kind of cannot be surprised with some of the selections, because we talk about them. The things we enjoy, the things we like, we're going to probably talk about them. So also follow his Facebook page. You get a lot of great conversation in there. TLTG Reviews, Fragrance Lounge. You can definitely interact with a lot of other frag heads like yourself. Get some ideas. Maybe they can steer you in a direction you wouldn't have thought of going, just like what you're trying to do right now at the other end of this, at the other end of the camera, just like I did and still do, looking for different ideas, different things, different fragrances, and so forth. So, so the concept, real quick, is going to be and this is designer. So we're going to go 1 fragrance, 4 fragrances, 1 each for each season. So they're going to have to be something you really, really love, something that you really like. I'm going to get my tags out of the way right now. I'll first go with, I'm going to go with the little 3 Musketeers. I'm going to go with Mr. Cali Reviews, doing some great stuff over there, doing reviews on all sorts of stuff. But if you would, I'll leave the links down below in the descriptions. Go check them out. They really have some great things to offer. Also, Mr. Jesus Fragrance, he's coming back strong. Took a little hiatus, and I think he also has a lot of great collection, something that you can really draw from and get his opinions. And of course, Mr. Oh So Fresh, my Mega Dave over there. I want to kind of get his take, see what he's got. I know he's got a lot on one particular house, but maybe this can open it up and see if he got something else. So let's start out with where we're at now. We're in summertime, and this is kind of, I believe it's discontinued, so if you can find it, I would definitely grab it. But this gem, I don't think gets enough talk in the community at all, and I think it's wonderful. But I'm gonna go with Valentino's Uomo Aqua. Now this thing is just gorgeous. Man, it has a slight bright opening, just like you would expect in the summertime. Mandarin orange, some tomato, I believe. But quickly, as the opening, settles in and settles into, you really start getting that iris and some of that leather in a great balance. Not overpowering. You would think that the leather might not work well in the heat, but this thing is the leather's subtle. The iris is so clean and soapy, almost reminiscent of like loam, Prada loam. Something very clean, very soapy. But man, with the greener notes that it has, I think this one is just a phenomenal fragrance. It does not get enough love. But if I had to only rock one, I think this would be the most versatile in the summertime, and really just has enough uniqueness to it that it'd be something I know others won't have too much of. And again, it's unfortunate. I believe they are discontinuing this. So if you have a chance to snag a bottle, I would highly advise you doing it before prices go ridiculous. I haven't even searched it lately, but I definitely know I probably should go ahead and grab one, even though I probably will never get through that much. Maybe just thought of having it, right? So let's go in sequence. So now we're going to fall. Now with fall, and I know everyone has their beliefs. You can wear whatever you want when you want, for sure. For me personally, just the heavier notes tend to, for me, resonate better as the weather tends to cool off a little bit. And this one, I'm gonna go with the OG Victor and Ross Spice Bomb. Now this one came out in 2012. If I didn't mention it, Uomo was out in 2014. This was 2012. And I actually got a backup bottle of this particular one. I got fortunate to get it. And just like it says, it's got spices. Really, the prominent spice would be more the cinnamon, but it's got stuff like paprika, elamine, and pepper, and the elamine gives it a little more resinous quality. And oh man, it is just gorgeous. I've heard the reformulation isn't as good, but this one is a batch of 38 KDOO, which is, I think, from 12. And so I found another one. So I got an identical bottle of this. That's how much I enjoy it. That's how much I loved it. I'll never run out. And man, I'm telling you, it is definitely a gem of a fragrance. If it leans a little on the sweetness, but for fall time, I think it's great for that time of year. I'd probably even wear it in the winter time too, but for sure, this is going to be one of my go-tos. I just absolutely love this Spice Bomb, the original. The extreme is a little bit more cinnamon heavy, but I think this one's going to be the one for me. Now, this one, I'm glad that Mr. Ross didn't take it from me. I didn't want to be the same ones as him, although if it was, then I would have to just say, hey, I'm gonna be wearing it too. But this one right here, I think, is niche in a bottle, a niche quality. This is by far a phenomenal fragrance. It's hard to believe you find it in a designer, but Dior Fahrenheit Parfum. This thing, 2014. This thing is just amazing. Oh man, and you've seen it on other videos. What they did is they really ratcheted down that violet. It's still there. It smells phenomenal. They ratcheted down that violet, so it's not coming off as petrol-y as the original Fahrenheit. And they really introduced more this suede, and then there's some bourbon vanilla in there that adds some sweetness and some richness. It's just so good. Man, if you can find a bottle of this, definitely I know they're a little harder to come by. I think you have to get them from abroad or find someone that definitely has them. But if you can find one of these, I definitely would. This is a must have for the wintertime, fall time. Man, it is just so good. Oh man, so it definitely is going to make my one for life, right? Now, on to the springtime. And this just happens to be because it's definitely loved by my wife, and I know this house gets a little bit of hate. Hey, it is what it is. I'm telling you, Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky. It's slightly gourmandish in a sense. I think it's sweet, but I think it could have done a standalone. I don't think it's gonna follow that same 1 million. It's not that clubbing type of vibe. It's just, it has plum, some honey, some hazelnut. It's definitely is bright, has some ozonic notes when it starts up. It's on a bed of some woods, so does lean a little woody in the base. Some cedar, cashmere wood. It has a plethora of notes, of course, as many fragrances do, but the prominent one is that hazelnut, the plum that really sweeten it up, that honey. And it's just very good, easy to wear. I think it would probably universally worn any time of year, but it is so good. I definitely put a dent on it. I bought, and again, this is probably, of everything I have in my collection, this was probably the one that my wife picks out as her favorite fragrance, almost hands down. Every time I wear it, she's like, oh, you're wearing my favorite. So I know that this right here is got to be in my top, my 4 for life. So look at them how you like. I think those are just the selection of what I really enjoy that would really be versatile and work in those situations. So hopefully y'all like seeing a little bit of what I like in my collection. And I look forward to the next video with you guys. So y'all keep on. Go check some of those guys down below. All right. Have a good one.